So mixing of the allele is not taking place. That is why in the F2 generation we are getting the red and the red, white and pink flower. So red, pink and white flower in the ratio of 1 is to 2 is to 1. Okay. Now let's study the molecular level explanation of incomplete dominance. Now, gene expression is explained in a quantitative way. Quantitative way means here we can see depends on the number of R1 present. Okay, if R1 is present, we will get a, if both R1 alleles are present, we will get a red flower. If only one R1 is present, we will get only 50% of the color or less red color is secreted. So gene expression here it is based on quantitative way. So wild type allele which is a functional allele when present in two copies. So wild type means a pure form. Okay, so the red flower when it is present, when the alleles of the red flower when present in two copies, that is R1, it produces a functional enzyme which synthesizes red pigment. The mutant allele, which is defective allele in two copies. The mutant allele means with the other form of the alleles which is not able to secrete the red pigment, that is called the mutant allele. When it is present in two copies, here the white flower is represented by R2, it does not produce an enzyme which cannot synthesize the necessary red pigment. So here R1 produce a functional enzyme which synthesize red pigment, and R2 they are the defective allele which does not synthesize the red pigment. So the white flower is due to the mutation causing complete loss of function. So here the allele has undergone mutation and lost the functional enzyme. As a result, the F1 intermediate phenotype heterozygote has one copy of the allele R1, and that R1 produces 50% of the functional protein, resulting in the half of the pigment of the red flower plant, and so it is pink. So in the F1 generation only one R1 is present, so it produces only 50% of the functional protein. As a result, the plant in the F1 generation is pink because only 50% of the red pigment is produced. The intermediate phenotype pink heterozygote with 50% of the functional protein is not enough to create the red phenotype homozygous. So here that is only single R1 is not able to synthesize the entire red pigment to produce a red color. So which makes 100% of the functional protein. That is that single in the heterozygous condition in the F1 generation only one R1 is present. It's not able to synthesize the enough red color pigment, so it gives a pink color, and so it is said to be that it cannot synthesize the red phenotype homozygous. The parent plant color it cannot synthesize. So next gene interaction we are going to study is about codominance. Codominance means this pattern occurs due to the simultaneous or joint expression of both the alleles in the heterozygote. So codominance means when both the alleles they are equally dominant, they show their participation. The phenomena in which two alleles are both expressed in the heterozygous individual is known as codominance. Both the alleles they exhibit themselves, they have shows their appearance in the F1 generation. In the heterozygous condition, then it is called as codominance. Example for this is red and white flowers of camellia. Here also the red color flower and the white color flower. So what will happen in the F1 generation? So here you can see it is a red is a homozygous pure red flower when it is crossed with the pure white flower of camellia. So here what will happen in the F1 generation, we will get a spotted flower, that is the flower with red and white spots together in the flower will be seen. So that means the here codominance is there. Similar type of codominance can be seen in inheritance of sickle cell hemoglobin. So here a normal hemoglobin blood cell RBC they are circular, okay, and sickle cell they are in the shape of a sickle. So here when they both are crossed, when the normal cell is crossed with the sickle cell, what will happen in the F1 generation? Equal number of normal and sickle cells will be obtained. Similarly, ABO blood group system in human beings. In human beings, IA and IB alleles of I gene are codominant, which follows Mendel's law of segregation. The codominance was demonstrated in plants with the help of electrophoresis or chromatography for protein or flavonoid substance. So, electrophoresis is a method of screening of DNA pattern. Okay, chromatography is what the method of separating the photosynthetic pigments. So, example Gossypium hirsutum and Gossypium sturtianum. Their F1 hybrid amphiploid amphi, amphiploid was tested for seed protein by electrophoresis. So, both the parents different banding pattern for the seed proteins. Okay, so here they show the different pattern. The seeds show the both the parent plants, they show different banding patterns. Okay, so in the hybrid, additive banding pattern was noticed. Okay, that is both the parents exhibited different bands. Okay, as we studied, the screening is done, DNA screening is done, it is represented by the bands. For both the parents, different bands were obtained. When the progeny was seen, the progeny they showed the hybrid of both the parents. So the hybrid shows the presence of both the types of proteins similar to their parents. The heterozygote genotype give rise to a phenotype distinctly different from either of the homozygous genotypes. So here in the F1 generation, the heterozygous it is obtained, which is entirely different from the parents. The F1 heterozygotes produce F2 progeny in the phenotypic and genotypic ratio of 1:2:1. So these F1 heterozygotes, when they are selfed in the F2 generation, again we will get the plants in the ratio of 1:2:1. Okay. Next is the lethal genes. An allele which has the potential to cause the death of an organism is called a lethal allele. Okay, so as we have already studied, the alleles which causes the death of an organism is called the lethal allele. This was first observed by E. Bohr in snapdragon, that is Antirrhinum species. It is an example of recessive lethality. As we have studied, when the recessive alleles are present together, it will cause the death of a plant. In snapdragon, that is Antirrhinum species, there are three kinds of plants are there. First one, green plants. Okay, they have chlorophyll and it is represented by 2 capital C. Next type of plant is yellowish green plant. They have carotenoids and they are referred as pale green or golden, or they are also called as aurea plants and represented by the genotype capital C and small c. Third type of plant is white plants. They do not have any chlorophyll, that is why I call it as white plants, and their genotype is represented as small c small c. So the genotype of the homozygous green plant is capital C capital C. The genotype of homozygous white plant is small c. Okay. So the aurea plants as we have studied, the second type of plant which is yellow, which is in appearance it is yellowish green in color because of the carotenoids. The aurea plants, they have the genotype capital C small c because they are heterozygous of green and white plants. When two such aurea plants are crossed, when the crossing is done between the aurea plants, that is the yellowish green plants, the F1 progeny has identical phenotypic and genotypic ratio of 1:2:1. That is, in the F1 generation, when the aurea plant is crossed, in the F1 generation, we are getting so here you can see the Antirrhinum aurea plant, when they are crossed in the F2 generation, we can see they are one green plant, two aurea plants and one white plant is obtained. So here you can see the aurea plants have the genotype capital C small c because they are heterozygous of green and white plants. When two such aurea plants are crossed, the F1 progeny has identical phenotypic and genotypic ratio of 1:2:1. That is, one green, two aurea and one white. Since the white plants, they lack chlorophyll pigment, they will not survive. So as we know, the plant without a chlorophyll, they cannot survive. So the F2 ratio is getting modified into 1:2. In this case, the homozygous recessive genotype is lethal. So here when the two recessive alleles they are present, that is small c, which represents the white plant, they are present together, which lacks the chlorophyll, they cause the death of the plant. So here the recessive alleles when they are present together, they are causing the death of the plant, and this is called as recessive lethal alleles. Okay, so the term lethal is applied to those changes in the genome of an organism which produce effects severe enough to cause the death. Lethality is a condition in which the death of a certain genotype occurs prematurely. The fully dominant or fully recessive lethal alleles kills the carrier individual only in the homozygous condition. So, the genotypic ratio will be 2 is to 1 or 1 is to 2 respectively. That is, if it is dominant lethal, then it will be 2 is to 1, or if it is recessive lethal, it will be 1 is to 2. Okay, the last type of gene intra-locus gene interaction we are going to study is the pleiotromy. Pleiotromy, a single gene affects multiple traits. Okay, that is one single gene, they affect multiple alleles. In pleiotromy, a single gene affects multiple traits and alter the genotype of an organism. So one gene which has many alleles, okay, and that single gene is altering the traits of uh, different traits it is altering. The pleiotropic gene influences a number of characters simultaneously, and such genes they are called as pleiotropic gene. Mendel noticed pleiotromy while performing breeding experiment with peas. Peas with purple flower. So here we are observing in the pea plant having three traits, that is purple flower, brown seed and dark spot on the axils of the leaves when they are crossed with a variety of peas having white flowers, little colored seeds and no spot on the axil of the leaves. The three traits of the flower color, seed color and leaf axil spot all were inherited together as a single unit. So here you can see three traits in the payasam plant. So what is that? Color of the flower, color of the seed and the spot or presence and absence of the spot on the axil of the leaves. They are all the three traits, they are controlled by one single gene. This is due to the pattern of inheritance where the three traits were controlled by a single gene with dominant and recessive alleles. Okay, so here it depends this appearance of the purple color flower or the purple color flower or with the white flower. Okay, so here it is their dominant or the recessive allele. Similarly, the brown seeds or the light colored seeds, again their dominant or recessive appearance. Similarly, the presence and absence of the spot on the axil of the leaves. All these three character traits or characters, they are controlled by one gene depending on their dominant or recessive alleles. This is also an example for pleiotromy is sickle cell anemia. Okay children, hope you have understood today's topic. You have clear with the intragenic gene interaction. Next, intergenic gene interaction will continue in our next class. Thank you.